The Hindenburg Disaster, 1937. Full story. The LZ-129 Hindenburg was more than just an airship. It was a floating symbol of industrial progress and national pride in the 1930s. Designed by the revered Zeppelin Company, the Hindenburg represented a pinnacle of innovation and luxury in an era still captivated by grand technological achievements. Its name honored Paul von Hindenburg, Germany's president during the Weimar Republic, underscoring the airship's role as a nationalistic emblem. A true giant of the skies, the Hindenburg was powered by 4 state-of-the-art Daimler-Benz diesel engines. It was equipped to traverse the Atlantic Ocean with unprecedented elegance and speed, offering passengers experiences far beyond expectations of traditional travel. Inside its sleek, aluminum-clad hull, passengers enjoyed opulent accommodations, which included a dining room adorned with fine linens, a smoking lounge fortified against the flammable hydrogen, and a promenade deck with windows providing sweeping views of the skies. However, the innovation masked inherent risks. The airship relied on hydrogen, an extremely flammable gas, for lift as an alternative to helium, which the US restricted from export. Despite hydrogen's explosive nature, German engineers held complete confidence in the design's safety. The Hindenburg made its maiden transatlantic flight in 1936, quickly becoming synonymous with the glamour of travel and the promise of technological advancement. But as history reminds us, progress often comes at great risk, and in the case of the Hindenburg, the cost would be catastrophic. May 3, 1937, marked the beginning of the airship's doomed voyage. The journey started routinely as the Hindenburg departed Frankfurt, Germany, for its 7th crossing to the United States. On board were 36 passengers and 61 crew members who, like those before them, were eager to experience the marvel of flying aboard the world's largest airship. For affluent travelers, the Hindenburg boasted unmatched sophistication. Dining was elevated to an art, with chefs preparing exquisite meals in a fully equipped kitchen. Passengers enjoyed leisure activities such as strolling the promenade deck or savoring conversations in lavishly furnished lounges, all while flying thousands of feet above the Atlantic. But nature added its own challenges. As the Hindenburg neared its destination, the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in New Jersey, thunderstorms swept the area. The unpredictable weather forced delays as the crew adjusted their landing plans. Bookmarking those hours, passengers must have felt a growing sense of anticipation mixed, perhaps, with unease as the airship circled the skies, waiting for instruction. This delay, fating the airship to approach close to sunset, heralded the end of the era of grand airships. On the evening of May 6th, just minutes from concluding its voyage, the Hindenburg descended toward the tethering mast at Lakehurst. From the ground, marveling spectators and eager journalists gathered, awaiting the arrival of the airborne Leviathan. Then, at 7:25 p.m., history was irrevocably altered. A fire erupted near the tail section of the airship and swiftly consumed the structure. Witness accounts spoke of a sudden flash of light, followed by a roar of flames. In a mere 37 seconds, the proud symbol of German engineering collapsed into a heap of fiery devastation. The disaster unfolded with terrifying speed. The hydrogen within the airship ignited, feeding an inferno that devoured it in moments. Passengers and crew descended into panic as the massive structure crumbled. Many leapt from the burning vessel toward the uncertain safety of the ground, while others were trapped in the chaos within. Survival against such odds seemed miraculous. Of the 97 individuals on board, 62 escaped with their lives. Emergency responders were quick to the scene, rescuing passengers and dousing the smoldering wreckage with water and foam. Yet the horror of the scene remained indelibly etched, a tapestry of destruction and grief. Among the fatalities were many crew members stationed in the tail section, the area most directly affected by the initial fire. Captain Max Pruss, although severely burned, survived and went on to recount the tragedy in later years. Harrowing personal stories emerged from those who lived through the nightmare, including daring escapes and moments of both desperation and heroism. The disaster wasn't just an aviation tragedy, it was a worldwide media phenomenon. Reporters on site delivered live accounts that carried the emotional weight of the event to audiences across the globe. The most famous coverage came from Herbert Morrison of WLS Radio, whose heart-wrenching words, "Oh, the humanity," conveyed the shock and sorrow all too clearly. Photographs capturing the fiery descent circulated quickly, ensuring the incident was etched into collective memory. What triggered the chain of events that led to the cataclysmic fire? Historians and engineers have spent decades investigating this harrowing question, but mysteries surrounding the disaster persist. 4 primary theories have emerged. Static electricity, or spark. Atmospheric conditions, coupled with the airship's movement through thunderstorms, might have created a buildup of static electricity. A spark during landing could have ignited leaking hydrogen. Hydrogen leak. Another prevailing theory suggests that hydrogen escaped through a defect or rupture in the airship's skin. As the gas mixed with the oxygen in the atmosphere, it turned the entire structure into a powder keg. Sabotage. Early speculation blamed sabotage for the disaster, citing possible political motives or rivalries. However, no definitive evidence has validated this theory. Torn skin or structural failure. Deterioration or stress on the aluminum-coated skin may have led to structural damage, allowing hydrogen to leak and ignite. While none of these theories can be confirmed outright, the most widely accepted explanation involves a convergence of static electricity, hydrogen leakage, and the inherent risks of using such a volatile gas. The Hindenburg disaster wasn't merely an isolated incident, it became a turning point in aviation history. For decades, airships represented the height of ingenuity and ambition, their silent journeys through the skies promising a modernized future. Yet the tragedy unveiled the fragility of this vision, underscoring the dangers of relying on hydrogen despite its lift superiority over alternatives like helium. Public confidence in airships disintegrated following the disaster. The once glamorous vessels seemed too dangerous, and the airship industry, already overshadowed by the burgeoning field of airplanes, collapsed swiftly. The event solidified airplanes' dominance as the primary method of long-distance travel. In hindsight, the lessons learned from the Hindenburg irrevocably altered aviation's safety standards. Hydrogen, for one, was abandoned in favor of helium, a non-flammable alternative. Moreover, the incident inspired rigorous examination of materials, structural design, and operational protocols that would shape aviation innovation for generations. Beyond its mechanical legacy, the Hindenburg disaster also earned a prominent place in popular culture. It serves as a haunting reminder of human fallibility and unbound ambition, an enduring symbol of triumph tarnished by tragedy. From documentaries to novels and films, the airship's fiery demise reminds us how fragile technological dreams can be. The story of the Hindenburg is more than a recounting of a tragic event. It is a narrative woven with themes of ambition, innovation, and risk. Once a crowning achievement of human ingenuity, the airship became a cautionary tale almost overnight. The disaster's enduring impact on aviation, safety standards, and public consciousness underscores its importance far beyond its immediate context. The images of the burning Hindenburg, Herbert Morrison's haunting broadcast, and the stories of survivors endure as testimony to an era suspended between progress and peril. For history enthusiasts, the Hindenburg disaster offers more than chills. It serves as a vivid illustration of how history remembers the moments that shape the trajectory of human progress. Its mystery, still unsolved, preserves the poignancy of studying the past and reminds us that each triumph and tragedy contributes to the intricate tapestry of history.